This letter has been nourished by the horizon and the book Tao Te Ching.
Caught up in the race of wanting more, and we can tell one from the other.
I've been observing the subtle nuances in the process of returning to our inner paradise to remind myself and others after yet another self-forgetting incident. In that process, I was being careful not to mistake the finger for the moon. That happens when the knowledge that points to something inexpressible becomes the purpose in itself. Just like in music, which is a dance between sound and silence, it's precisely the silence that makes the groove move you. But the mind can only grasp the sound, not the silence, which appears to be empty with nothing to hold on to. The purpose of these letters is to remind you that in the invisible but vibrant silence, no matter where your body sits or stands, or what life brings that might trouble your mind, to attune to Tao is to live in paradise. And what is Tao? It runs through all life and matter, but cannot be described or conceptualized. It can only be experienced. The poet Tao Yongming was aware of wordless teaching. He knew how difficult it was to find words for the Tao that cannot be told. The mountain is fine in the evening of the day. Birds fly home together. Within these things, there is a hint of truth. But if I try to tell it, I cannot find the words. The purpose of life, according to Lao Tzu, is to attune our awareness with the Tao, which completely changes the quality, joyfulness, and usefulness of our lives. So how do we attune our awareness with the Tao? It happens in the moment you release your attention from the cage of time. Just for a moment, imagine that you don't have a past. Because you don't. It only lives in the mind. Imagine that you don't need to remember your name, your personality, or ideas about the future. Just for a moment, leave it aside. So without that, what remains in the space that has opened up? Because you are still here, even more fully. So what is that which remains when the time and personality are removed? Just for a moment, what remains? What remains is your awareness, your attention. When attention is given to the attention itself, we find a home of stillness. Stillness resides in the stream of pure attention. It may be very subtle, but as it expands with each return, it can be sensed in its purest form. It is then that you are attuned to Tao. It gives ease and a deep sense of safety, like a hug from within. Usually, we don't give much attention to attention itself, but rather our attention is more like a sponge that absorbs the qualities of anything we focus on or think about. That's why returning to paradise can be as simple as a long walk, but a kind of walk that isn't meant to arrive anywhere. You go out to nourish your soul with the horizon. And with each step, you go deeper into now. And suddenly you start to move with the grain of the universe and not against it. In the open landscapes at the edge of the sky, when something beautiful or new catches your attention, time dissolves and you somehow understand more than 1,000 pages could say. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "We can't ever get tired as long as we see far enough." The health of the eye seems to demand a horizon, because no matter where your body sits or stands, when attuned to Tao, you are in paradise.